built up in this text to lead us to that point. You see, Jesus is a misfit Savior, and he puts things like this out there to a world that believed that there are these different spheres of life. You see, an important part of both Hellenistic philosophy, an important part of the culture of the day, was this notion that I have this like work sphere, and I have this family sphere of life, and then I have this other sphere of life that has to do with my religion, and then this other, right? Like it was broken up into these different things, which probably doesn't sound all that foreign to our culture. And Jesus comes in and says, actually, I think things are a little different. This stirs up some trouble and some consternation, because if you want to stir up trouble and consternation, talk about money and what people should do with it. But beyond that, he is flying in the face of some cultural norms. And we live in a society which is increasingly stripping down, I believe, this notion of having different selves, the work self and the home self and the spouse self. And one of the things that's intentionally stripping that down, and it's intentional, by the way, there are quotes from the guys who helped put this together, is Facebook. I don't have a Facebook profile for my work people, and one for my family, and one for these other realms. Like it all interacts in one space. And this is an intentional move. In fact, Zuckerberg has done, the CEO of Facebook, does a lot to try to limit people from creating multiple profiles because he wants everyone to have just one unified identity. This is an intentional move on the part of Facebook and a lot of other people in the social media realm. You see, what I believe Jesus is saying in this is that we cannot section off one part of our lives as the religious part and the other part of our lives as this other thing. You see, if we're deceitful at work, the reality is it's a lot easier for us to be deceitful in our marriage. If we are selfish with our time, it's a lot easier for us to be selfish with our love or with our money. That the way that the things that I say in a staff meeting behind closed doors and the things that I say to the broader world, if they're two different things, that's a challenge. If there are things that I'm willing to, be an advocate for a friend, but not an enemy. But the better we're an advocate of our friends, the likelihood we'll be able to be for our enemies too, which is what Jesus calls us to.